Alright, so just doing a quick look here. This is a portion of our claim that was logged a couple of years ago. And if you haven't seen any of the videos from this, they backfilled a bunch of the shafts and left this log debris everywhere, making it impossible for us to locate a couple of the showings that we had found. There's an old drill hole that was done somewhere in here, just on the other side of that stump and tree sticking up. There's a showing, and there's also a showing somewhere around here, according to GPS. But now we have 3-4 feet thick of debris like this. So what we wanted to actually look at is they burned all these big log piles here, and there's a lot of samples that are exposed in the ground now that all the wood and debris is burned, and I'm seeing some sulfides on some of them. So we actually just wanted to go and take a look and see what's in this burn pile, because we did not before have access to the ground like we did right here, because this was all trees and it hadn't been logged, so it was actually stacked up about that high. So this is burned down quite a bit. There's some samples here that have sulfides, so let's hammer some open and see what we can find. So what we're actually finding is a lot of rock with a little bit of sulfides, but the sulfides has actually been burned off. So not surprising with probably the intensity of the heat here. We are finding a few samples though, like this one, and you can see the bluish, purplish, greenish, and that is oxidization from bornite and chalcopyrite. So obviously not all of this rock got burnt. Here is another sample. You have magnetite and very minor pyrite flowing with your quartz here. A lot of it looks like it's quite charred, like it's starting to melt out. We have more quartz here, a little bit of a bluish greenish tinge to it. Looks like this was in contact with some copper sulfides, or had copper sulfides in it, but we're in the epicenter of the fire, so everything's gone. Back over by the showing here, and basically you can see a long strike here right from the edge of the swamp over there where the trees are, all the way along here. There was dozens and dozens of exposed veins. There's a couple here. Here's one I'll show you right now. Pyrite, chalcopyrite with quartz and schists. So you had veins up to about 20-25 centimeters in thickness. Here is what some of that looks like. Chipped a little bit off. Pyrite and chalcopyrite in quartz. So we did find a couple samples. We pulled a sample off that mostly buried exposure